Welcome. I'm Joan Buckley, and I'm here today to do a short mid-April energy update. There's so much happening this month. We've just passed the eclipse, which was so strong and powerful. Whether we were in the path of it or not, we felt the effects ripple out across the world. And there's a new baseline landed again, but we're still integrating it, and it'll take a while because eclipses have a 6-month arc. So this one will continue to be felt until the October ones begin. And while we're still in that energy, we're heading into such a powerful 7 days. We start with the sun moving into Taurus on the 19th. Taurus is an earth sign, so it's helping us to ground. So if you felt a little ungrounded, or you have felt all the energies that have come in this year are still floating a little bit, then this phase, this season for the next month can really help you to ground them in, to feel yourself landing on the earth at this time in the new timelines. And then we have one of the biggest events of the year, which is the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. Jupiter and Uranus meet every 12 to 14 years, but they haven't met in Taurus since 1940s. So this conjunction is quite rare. And it's a beautiful time to be in the sign of Taurus, to be really grounding. Jupiter is the planet of abundance, of expansion. It's benevolent. It is really supporting us and helping us to expand the new. It's important to focus on that which you wish to create, because Jupiter will expand whatever is in the field. Uranus is the planet of surprises. It's innovative. It's bringing more new into the field, which Jupiter is going to expand and Taurus is going to ground. So this is a magical, magical weekend. Now, it has been ramping up for months and will continue for months. So while we are focusing it on that day and on this weekend, it's a long-term aspect. So know that you can miss this energy, or if you have a difficult weekend, that suddenly you miss the benevolence of this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. It happens over time, as do all of them. Even the ones we celebrate on individual days slowly happen over time. But our human mind likes to have a day to celebrate the events. On the same day as this conjunction, we have the Sun in Taurus squaring Pluto in Aquarius. Now, the Pluto and Aquarius themes are so strong this year. It moved into Aquarius in January. Pluto moved into Aquarius in January and will continue there for 20 years, apart from a short dip later. So again, this is really bringing more of the new into the field. On the 20th and 21st, we have the Lyra's meteor shower. So light is literally cascading down from the heavens, bringing so much magic, wisdom, guidance. Everything is available in the field now. We follow on Tuesday, 23rd, by a full moon in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is the deep dive sign. It's the one that takes us internal. It takes us into those places where we may not wish to go sometimes, and to unearth that which needs healing, that which is ready to be seen. So that's a big, powerful full moon coming after the weekend that we're having. And then on the 25th, Mercury stations direct. So if you have felt a slowing down with Mercury, all that energy will open up again. So what does this all mean? Well, firstly, it can result in physical symptoms. Okay, we may have headaches or muscle tightness or nausea. It's different for different people because we have a lot of solar flares as well. So just know your physical body needs support. It's upgrading rapidly. The cells are becoming crystalline in our fields, and that takes efforting for the body because it's quite dense and it's lightening. So nourish it, give it plenty healthy food, lots of fresh water, and ask it what it needs. Sometimes it may need to rest. Other times it may need exercise. It'll vary from day to day. The other thing we're feeling in the field is fear or anxiety with no real cause for it. It just seems to come upon us. And other times it's joy and bliss, and we feel the magic of the new. And we can vary minute to minute between those states. So just know this is part of the process. There's also a deep, deep healing occurring. We're spiraling through another wave of healing because Chiron is in the mix as well, which is the wounded healer. So anything that may have been hidden is coming up for review. Or it may be that something you thought you had completed, that you thought was fully healed, is coming around for a last hello, just to make sure it's fully done. Now that's happening for us individually. It's happening ancestrally. There is deep, deep family healing occurring. And it's also happening collectively. So even though it may look a little chaotic out there, everything is being illuminated. All old trauma within the land, within the waters, within certain parts of the world is all coming up. And it's coming up for healing. So we need to send our love to every place that's struggling. And send it without judgment. Send it to all peoples, all sides. Be in that place of unconditional love. And that spreads the energy of love, which will create peace in our world. So focus on self-care. Take time and nurture yourself. And just to come back to the fear that's in the field, because we're doing an event on this on Monday. There is a potential now to release the deepest of our wounds, the deepest of our fears, those old survival issues. Now, many of these are from other lifetimes and timelines. Some of them we're inheriting ancestrally, and those family ones are ready to be fully healed now. Some of them are coming from our Akashic records. Again, these can fall away. And the deepest of trauma is coming from when Atlantis and Lemuria fell. Many of us were there as light workers holding the light, and we put a lot of reminders and tripwires in place so that if the light ever rose again, that we wouldn't do the same thing, that we'd pull back, that we wouldn't allow civilization to fall. That's how deep these reminders go. And when we hit these levels of light, which the eclipse was one where we ramped up to a new level, and we've been hitting new levels all year. So these reminders and these tripwires stored deep within us are triggering. And that is leaving us with fears and anxieties that often we can't find a home for. We're not quite sure why we're afraid. We could be afraid of one thing in the morning and something completely different in the afternoon. And it's because these are old reminders. We're just triggering fear to help us to pull back. Now, there was a time that was valuable, and there was a time it kept us safe in old energies. But now it's limiting. It's holding us back because we feel the bliss and then we come down. We feel the bliss and we pull our energies down again. But the good news is it's time that we can release them. It's time to let them go, and it's easy now. Chiron is in the mix. The energies are so high that we can lovingly release these. And that's why Archangel Michael is stepping forward for our April event, which is on Monday, the 22nd. So if you're feeling this fear and anxiety and you're not quite sure why you keep getting caught in these patterns, join us on Monday and we will work with all this and just let it go. It's time to just sweep the field. That's what Michael is going to do. He's going to sweep the field of these old fears, these old energies. And we don't have to do them all together. We'll do one wave of them Monday, and then you can repeat it every month until the field is clear. And you can shine and thrive and feel the bliss of newer. I wish you a magical weekend and a magical week ahead. There's so much love and light and support available. And I hope to see you at that event on Monday. Michael is planning the most magical of opportunities for us and for the field. Go slowly, go gently. May the angels wrap you in the most beautiful love and light and blessings. Thank you.